Who's obviously who lives here or near? Raise your hand. Who traveled, even if you're traveling from different islands, who traveled to be here at the Comic-Con? Thank you, the 4 people. I appreciate you guys. Well, welcome, guys. We'll start with a little bit of, I'll let you know before I can save you questions on Q&As. I don't know much about what's happening on the Power Ranger movie, so I don't know anything about that. I'm on YouTube, which back then YouTube was like not a thing, right? You do something on YouTube and people are like, oh, don't want to be in a computer, but YouTube's a big thing. So I'm JDFFFN, Instagram, Twitter, social media. And the reason why I tell you is not just to plug. Those are things that I don't make money from. Those are things where I make memories from. So I always tell everyone the memory and the relationship doesn't stop here. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, who follows me on Instagram? Who does not have Instagram? Who does not have social media? Right? That's fair enough. I do it to try to reach people. And, but anyway, so we are working on The Legend of the White Dragon with Bat in the Sun. Working on that. It's going to be really good. So we probably won't film that for like another 4 or 5 months, something in those lines. I travel around the world to meet fans. I'm very happy to meet and make memories because you guys make memories too. So I thought if you guys have any questions or anything that you guys want to ask. Also, I've been working on the JDF Spoken Truth. So I've been working on that. And that's, you can go, there's masked branches, mental prison, and then I did a short film called In My Head. All deals with mental health stuff. So I think we all have issues and things like that, so we can all, relate. So I think, anyway, any questions you guys have? You guys will line up on the mic if you guys have any questions. Don't be shy. Microphone's right there in the middle. All right, no questions. No more questions. Yeah, might as well be first. Once you're first, everyone goes. Let me tell you what just happened right now. I'm gonna tell you what happened. That we need more of in life is that everybody deals with uncertainty. You see, when everyone deals with uncertainty, when you go, other people will go. When you see someone who's successful or someone that could do something that you think won't be possible, it's just uncertainty. I guess and nothing wrong with that. I'm the first guy to jump up. I was the first guy to say, yes, I'll do the Green Ranger. Yes, I'll do the show because I believed in it. So, anyway, yes.
So, my favorite Ranger is the Pink Ranger.
Did you say pink?
Yeah, pink.
I'm wearing pink today. I'm spitting on it. So I appreciate you.
And I love what has happened with the Power Rangers, and it motivates me to be a good person because you guys are really awesome. I'm like a shy person. I have emotion, and I feel like you guys are just empowering everyone to be honest.
So you were just giving us a compliment?
Yes.
Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much.
My name is Matt.
Matt? Thank you, Matt.
Like the one you stepped on.
Okay, we won't step on you. Hey.
So my question for you is, when you and Austin St. John basically switched spots of leadership, did you and him sit down and have a talk at all about it, or how was going to go?
No, you can. I really can't hear the mic though. So, everybody heard the question or no? Okay, well, you're gonna have to get closer or turn the mic up.
Alright,
Or turn it on.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
When you and Austin St. John switched roles from leadership,
Yeah.
when the Green Ranger kind of took over, did you and him sit down and talk at all beforehand to get in the mindset?
No. Someone just left. You can't talk to someone who just leaves. It wasn't the thing, but it wasn't his decision, but I didn't switch. Tommy just became the leader. I was meant to be from day one. I was only there for 10 episodes. I was just there for 10 episodes. I was happy to do what I did and, came in and out, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, then, I became the leader. So I don't really feel like switching. If I was him, I would say I was the first leader of the show all the time, which is great. But yeah, we have no issues. It's just you can't. I mean, can you talk to someone at work about going to manager? You're an employee and they go to management position. Can you talk to them and see why? They're gonna be like, sorry, bud.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, first off, aloha, welcome again.
Aloha.
Great to have you here.
Thank you.
So my question is, about a year or two back, the cartoon We Bare Bears had a Power Rangers pastiche episode
Yep.
where you played Silver Bear. I want to know how that came about because really got a kick out of it.
Who watches the We Bears? Anybody? I didn't really heard of it. Well, I can't water. I didn't hear about it before until they asked me to do, the show, and so actually Catherine was the Pink Ranger. The Pink Ranger. The Pink Ranger's kid, Catherine. They love that show. So she calls, oh my God, you're doing the We Bears? I said, yeah. She's like, my kids love it. Jason Font's kids loved it. So it was cool. It was fun. Just doing voices. I did that. I'm kind of blessed. When I got into the voice work, I got into it pretty hard. Just got into Transformers, did the, Tykes Returns, got into the Cartoon Network, which was great, got into a video game. So the acting, the voice acting for me was just for fun. It's not like a, job or anything like that. So I enjoyed it. If I have time, I'll get it done. That's why, for me, Legend of the White Dragon is fun. It's just a fun project. I don't need it for a paycheck. I don't need these for a paycheck. I'm just here because I want to. You know what I mean? And most of you all met me. I try to take time. I try to look at you in the eyes. I try to make you feel special because you make me feel special. That's the way life should be, not a celebrity. That's the way life should be. Sometimes people ask, you're a celebrity? Yes, we do go far beyond a normal person because you have to understand. You're eating, you're going to the restroom, you got guys that want to shake your hand. But other than that, I try to keep it real. I really do. Even though the guy wanted to shake my hand after going to the restaurant, I can wash my hands. Like, don't worry about it. Shake hands. Okay, nice to meet you. So, anyway.
Mahalo. Thank you.
Hello,
Hi.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you ever play as Lord Draken?
You guys know Lord Draken from the comic books?
Draken?
Yeah. I thought, anybody raise your hand if you know Lord Draken? Raise your hand if you don't. Okay, well half of you all aren't even here. Either you do or you don't. Half your hand, raise the hand, yes. Other half didn't. Okay. So it's from Boom Comic Books.
Yeah.
And Lord Draken, I got a trailer on my YouTube, JDFFFN. You can go there and check it out. But it's Lord Draken.
It was a good fan film. I just saw it.
Oh, you did see it?
Yep.
I think it's cool.
It was good.
Yeah, thank you, man.
No problem.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, so my question is for you. I think Dino Thunder was one of the greatest seasons of Power Rangers ever. How did it feel going from like a Saban era to a Disney era and then coming back as
You know what's funny? Today, I posted that morphing video of me morphing yesterday on my Instagram, and Doug Sloan, he's the executive producer on that show, he inboxed me, and that guy, I guess Doug Sloan was my original acting coach that got hired, then he became a writer, then he became an executive, and then him and Ed Knapp, which I really love, went off from Saban to Disney. So they called me and said, hey, do you want to do Dino Thunder? And I was like, and they're like, the ratings are really bad right now on Disney, so they can maybe spike the ratings. So I went back to spike the ratings up. It was different because we filmed in New Zealand. So usually I'm filmed right in Valencia. My house. There was Magic Mountain, and then there was Power Ranger set. So it was all within a 5-minute drive. So doing the show and then going to New Zealand was different. I enjoyed it, but it was different. But it was fun. Other than that, I don't try to focus on who owns it, who's making money, what. I'm there to do the job and get it done 100% passion. Most people don't want to go back, or most people embrace who they are now, but I've embraced who I was before the whole Comic-Cons. That was for a picture. I've been doing these things for a long time, and I will continue doing the same things. You get something at the table, you do, you don't, I'm not going to feel paid off. And that's kind of one of my things that I think you all in life need to learn. That you can't, I don't know about you, but I can't be bought. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where you have to work sometimes, but you're like, God, if only. And military falls into the same thing. You fall into rank. You have to respect the rank. You might not respect the person, but you have to respect the rank. Am I lying, right? You have someone, you're like, yes, sir. And inside you're like, I would just smack you if I could. You can't, but you can. So that puts you in a category for life. You fall into rank. The only way to get out of that rank is to be on top and get your own business and make your own calls. And if people can't fulfill what you're doing, I don't know, but that's how I feel here. And I feel so happy and blessed when I do these cons. I don't feel outranked. I don't feel like I need to. I offer. I do Q&A. I love Q&As. You know, it's I used to teach karate too at Wizard Worlds and a lot of shows. I never do it. They all want to charge for class. I stopped doing it. I don't. I do it for free. I don't want to charge for karate class. I want you there because you want to train, not because I have to do a commitment. So everything I go beyond of what I do is because of the person that I am. It's what I drive as a person, businesses, my karate schools. One of the biggest things I have, Rising Sun, we've been in business for years. And one of my biggest things at my schools is that we don't charge testing fees at all. And we don't contract in the long term. The reason why I don't want to charge testing fees, I don't want to feel obligated that you're going to buy that rank. No. Black belt, no. A lot of schools, they have to. I don't. That's my biggest thing. No contracts, no testing fees. Can you take my, not can you survive, try my class out. That's it. And so I think in life you got to put, you know, all the passion into it. I don't even forgot your question. I just go off on it. Anyway, hope I answered it. You're welcome. Sometimes when I teach, I got to just try to drop philosophy, but you got to mix it half and half. My instructors say 10% philosophy, 90% working out. You hate the philosophy, but I enjoy it because it's life skills. And your shirt says what?
It says preach.
Preach. That's it. That's what I'm doing. Don't look at it with the nun with the machine gun, but still.
Alright, my question is, by any chance, like if you ever woke up and you were on set, you were like, you know, let's change it up. Give me your color. Or like, you know, let's make a new color. Like, give it to me. Like, try something new.
What's that? Just talking to Mike a little bit more. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was saying, like, by any chance, like, were you at work or you even woke up or anything like that, you're like, you know what, I want to switch colors or something. Like, change it up a bit. Give something new. Spark it up a bit.
You really can't wake up and tell your employee you need to switch. You have to just kind of like listen to what they say. So I was just different colors. The truth is, because we ran out of Japanese footage, that's the truth. Everyone go, that's the truth. With Japanese footage, 40 episodes, we're out. We're moving on to the next season. Moving on to the next season. So we really didn't have a choice. They just ran out of footage, so they went on to all the next Power Ranger eras, which is smart because then they sold more toys to you guys, which, you know, so that was, colors were colors.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey Jason.
Hey, bud.
So I just want to start off by saying I absolutely love everything that you do, especially the martial arts stuff, which leads me to my question. I know you've competed in the past, but do you see yourself competing in an MMA in the future ever again?
I did do the MMA, the MMA for a while. I just like teaching, man. I think at my schools, we're so strong and we're so good at our schools that we don't focus on a competition school. And sometimes when we focus on competition, we're getting your approval. If you say I got third, or the instructors, it puts a lot. I know in your head, like I know number one. Still, I don't care how old I am in my head, and then it's just driving. So I like the MMA world. It's just a really like weird world. When I did that with Punk, it would have been a no-brainer just to fight him. Would have been the easy thing, but I hate saying this. It sounds like he can't fight, so why would I want to fight him? It's like I want to. First time would make sense, but second time, it's like you singing with the bad singer. I hate saying it, but you know, it's not. Someone's gonna go, "Oh, you're a good singer." They already know you're a good singer, so why do you have to prove yourself? You know. Yeah, so anyway, I think it's great. MMA and all that stuff, and I have a lot of friends that do it. It's just a short-lived, and it's a very different. It doesn't have that martial arts feel that I'm used to. It's MMA, it's wrestling, there's a lot of garbage talking. But yet when I say I want to fight punk, and I say it again, and I say it again, everyone's mad at me because I'm being a bully. You can't be a bully in MMA. Are you going to say Mayweather bullied, McGregor? Are you going to say he bullied him? It's the business. You hype it. So I didn't understand when I did it. Everyone turned and says, "Oh my God, you're such a bully." It's MMA. So then I realized at that point, some of my fans weren't ready for that, and neither was Punk, and neither was UFC. So if something made sense and fun, I'll do it. But it only has to be fun because I'm not driven by it. That's why I told UFC you could pay me $1 just to make the contract legal. Do it for free. So anyway,
Thank you.
thank you. Do you train?
I used to do a lot of Taekwondo. I really want to get back into martial arts, but I haven't.
Yeah. It's hard to stay I would say the commitment, or some people say the money, but just staying, I think, into martial arts, very disciplined would be fun.
That's what I really miss about it. Is the
Structure.
Yeah.
And people tell you, I don't know about you guys, you might not think you like structure, but we all like structure. I don't care what you say, it puts you in line. You know what I mean? And structure is an important thing that I got out of it. Everything else could be falling apart, but the structure, discipline, bow, feet together, wear a uniform. Don't sit down when I teach. That's why I stand up when I sign autographs. I don't sit down. I'm getting in trouble sitting down. My instructor say, if I sit down and say, okay, show me, unless I was testing, if they're working out, he would say, why sit down? Stand up. So I'd have to stand up, which makes sense. You can't be that guy to go, give me 100 push-ups, and you've never done 100 push-ups. Anyway, they try to break you and create stress. Stress creates you become a diamond. You either break or you become a diamond. So take stress in life in a good way.
Thank you again.
Good afternoon.
What's up?
I was going to ask you, would you ever consider taking an interview with Hot Wings on YouTube?
Oh, the hot wings?
Yeah, the Hot Wings.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because I was watching. It's funny you say that because I heard a lot of people talk about hot wings, and so I tuned in. I was on the airplane. I don't watch a lot of television because I was just in it, so I didn't have to watch it. But I was watching that, and did you see the Shaq one? You know the hot wings? You know the show I was talking about? Where the hot wings and you interview? I looked at it, I just don't know. It'd be super, that stuff was super hot to... But Shaq's interview, I have a whole new respect for Shaq. I don't watch basketball. I don't care who you are. I know Shaq's name as the brand. But I watch his interview, and he's a really good guy. Really, really a funny guy, smart businessman. He admits he blew all of his money. One time he had $1 million, he blew it all. Had a $70,000 Walmart bill. He holds the highest bill for Walmart. The point is, the story is that he blew everything. All of his money, but then he learned how to juggle. But he also learned it wasn't a money thing; it was a people thing. People love him, and I saw him, and so I love him. So to answer your question, I definitely would do that episode. I would not focus a lot, but I would like to do that.
Could you handle heat though?
For TV, yeah. For on camera, I'd be like, yeah, cool. But off camera,
Thank you.
so yeah. Thank you.
In the new movie, who's gonna be in it?
And the new movie coming up, I'm not too sure. The original movie cast, I don't think are doing the second movie. You all know the answer. I should be in the movie, but Hasbro's sleeping. You know the problem, guys, is that people don't understand the brand. I did not understand Starbucks at all. I just knew Starbucks was higher priced coffee. I just wanted to go into Starbucks and say, give me a black coffee. Maybe add a little cream. But Starbucks is so complex that a small is a tall and a venti is this. So it's that language that you have to understand, Starbucks language, before you go in and order for your wife or husband, girlfriend, boyfriend. You have to understand it. They don't understand the Power Ranger talk. That's the reason why brands, Disney, and I said with Hasbro, what happened when Saban brought the show back? It went up. Saban left and sold it to Hasbro. CEO, Starbucks, CEO dropped off. Starbucks closed thousands of stores, maybe 600 or whatever. They were going out of business because the CEO stepped back. So he stepped back and Starbucks is back up. So it really has to do with the person. I wouldn't say the product, but the love and the passion. Haim Saban is a billionaire, okay? Haim Saban don't need to be on set. he was always on set. At one point, when I worked, he was always on set. And the movie premiere, and you could not tell him anything about Power Rangers because he would say, nope, he's so protective over it. And it's just amazing to see a CEO like that. I forgot your question too. Did I answer? I'm waiting for someone to do a thing on videos. I forgot. All different outfits. I say that all the time. I just want to see the edit of 100 Q&As. I forgot. What's your question? I forgot. Then I would say, yeah, ADD and. I forgot. Hi, you guys looking good.
Yeah, thank you. I had a question about the video game. Have you heard anything new? I know the videos with Batman's you did some stuff with that.
Oh, with the Power Ranger video game?
Battle for the Grid.
Oh, Battle for the Grid.
Yeah.
I was just happy to put the Green Ranger costume in there. You guys know the Bat and the Sun, right? Raise your hand if you know Bat and the Sun. Raise your hand if you know the Superpower Beatdown. If you guys don't know Bat and the Sun and you're at a Comic-Con, you really need to check it out. That super battles between superheroes and stuff like that. I've worked with Bat and the Sun for years. That's who's producing The Legend of the White Dragon. He's heavy in the Comic-Cons. So what is it?
Gotta bring him out here with you.
Yeah, no, he was supposed to come out, but to me, it's like I think of Hasbro like it's a no-brainer to put us in the movies. It's a no-brainer that he, should be at these cons because all he does is Comic-Con content. So he understands our language just like you understand ordering a coffee at Starbucks, right? So next time we definitely have to bring it.
It's perfect. Hawaii's locations.
Yeah,
the shooting we can do them here.
Trust me, everybody wants to come to Hawaii. Like Comic-Con? I want to go to Hawaii Comic-Con. And it's great to have all your fans because I've been here every single year, but every year it's consistent, if not grows a little bit more, which tells me that you guys are also people's people. Anyway, we're investing in our emotional bank account. I think that's the most important thing. When you go somewhere, it might, if you're paying money, that's why depositing your emotional bank account. And I think that's why the fan base for me is because I can relate. I actually enjoy responding back to people. I don't do this business, and I enjoy what I do out there. I can make it quick, guys. Nice to meet you. How you doing? Next. Nice to meet you. How you doing? Next. I can make it that quick because I am the boss. I'm control of my Comic-Con, so I don't let myself slip up like that. Because a true person or CEO of your life, you should have that, respect and whatever else the word is. Morals, whatever. You should have that as a person.
Thank you.
I didn't wear my tie today. Sorry, man.
Yeah, I can let you borrow it. So my question is seeing you as like an actor and as a fighter, I can imagine that somewhere along these lines it could be very, very aggressive, like behind cameras and such. But seeing you like even up on stage or on your Instagram recently, you posted something about passion, patience, profit, the 4 P's, those ones.
Yeah.
So my question is, how did you develop that awesome conviction in yourself and humility in yourself and head on your shoulders?
Well, thank you, man. I think patience was, doing this kind of stuff keeps me consistent. I think some of the morals that I've learned in martial arts is installed in me. And I think how people think martial arts could be aggressive and life is aggressive, you have to have that output. You have to figure out, where you're going to put that aggression into. And I choose, like my spoken truth, it's not easy to talk about yourself. It's not easy to talk about ADD. We all go through the ups and downs because everybody wants to hear the superhero talk. But to really be a superhero, you have to look at yourself and fix yourself and understand what's going on. So I just try to talk to you. I try to just, be very passionate about what it's a passion. We all have a purpose, and everybody has a purpose in life. We have passion that we put into passion. Then you have to have patience. And last, any order you want, come profit. But you can't go to the 4th P and just try to make profit. It ain't gonna work. Because you got to have a purpose, you got to have passion, and you got to have patience. And patience is the hardest thing that anyone can do. As an actor, you You understand, every season of the show, we didn't know if we were hired or not. Season 2, everyone's the whole time stressed out. I wonder if we're gonna get picked up again. I wonder if we're gonna get picked up again. You know what I said? I don't care. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do today. And I never, until this time, ever thought about, I wasn't that guy that goes, oh, we got picked up second season. We're doing, I was just the guy that lived in that day. It just happened. I knew, I believed in what I was doing, and I didn't have to stress about those words. So,
Thank you.
Hey, White Ranger, what's going on, man? You're on your phone, bro. Are you looking at my Instagram? Alright. Texting Zordon. Alright, so video.
So my question is, actually, so you know that game, Battle for the Grid?
Yeah, it's
reignited passion for Power Rangers. So my question is, like, if there was like another, number 2 or a different story, would you be down for that?
Battle of the Grid, I think Boom Comics ties in the whole entire universe. I think it was the smartest thing that they could do was ties in different seasons. Because to be honest, a lot of people just remember the originals. I mean, they do. There's so many different seasons. So Battle of the Grid and Boom Comics actually integrate. That's what I love about it. And like Font, I think Jason Font's season was really good. And he's kind of like in the middle of the Power Rangers, but he keeps returning. But he also has like a really good stage presence as well and a motivator. So everybody, I'm just saying, I see people like that, and I just, it's. But I definitely would if it. I would. I did Lord Draken. I think you all think I get paid so much money for that stuff. It's not about money. It's I will tell them, yeah, cool, I'll do it for free. You fight Punk, yeah, free. They think, what's the catch? There is no catch. My poems, people, when I promote my poems, I don't make money on that. It actually costs me money to do. But where I get my fill is the emotional deposits. I really do. When someone says, I grew up watching you, or they tell me a story, or they say, I'm sorry, I know you heard this a lot. I don't think I can ever hear it too much to say, you're my hero. So if you're 10th in line and that's something you want to say, and someone says it before you, say it again. Because someone should never get tired of hearing, you're my hero, you're my hero. It fulfills me. I've heard it millions of times, but your time that you say it is brand new in my head because you're a different person. And people need to be people person. Purple, what is that, purple people, eater, whatever, eater. My mom used to say, what is it? Purple people, eater, anyway. So listen, here's your answer. If I was gonna go back into the Battle of the Grid, I will be purple people, eater. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Frank. I'm gonna be the purple dragon.
Hi, Jason. Okay, I'm really nervous because I was going to stay on my seat, but I was like, let me just take this chance. I grew up with you as a teenager when the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers came out, so I just wanted to tell you, I don't have a question, I just have a confession. I had the biggest crush on you when you were the White Ranger. Your hair grew out long. I was messed up. Thank you guys, thank you.
I appreciate it. Well, I appreciate you coming up, and it's the number one fear in America is public speaking. So when you kids come up and say my kid's shy, yeah, it's a big thing. So actually coming up is a good thing. So, but I just did this as the White Ranger. My hair.
And that's all you needed to do.
Me and Amy, and we would find the fan.
Yes.
No, the true story on that is that me and Amy, my call set time was the earliest than anyone. Early, I come in and call time is we're gonna film at 6. Depending on how much work you need to come in. So you need to come in at 4:30 because my hair was super curly, and so they comb it, blow dry it, straight iron it every single day. And the makeup thing, I didn't want all that stuff, but you need it for filming. So I just put a little powder. But one time, I said, you know what? I'm not coming in early no more. And that was on turbo. That's why my hair is so frizzy. See how curly my hair is on turbo, and see how straight it is in the Power Ranger movie? I didn't get the curls or whatever those are. I straightened my hair for the longest time. So me and Amy with the hair, my hair would still outdo hers at that time. But anyway, it got in the way of a lot of stuff.
It was worth it for me. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. What's up, buddy?
Hey, about the character Bloodshot.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on Vin Diesel's take?
So we'll do a survey so we get who knows Valiant comic books. All right. Very small percentage of the room. Valiant at one time was in '93. They became a comic book brand. I never heard of Valiant ever. I never heard of Bloodshot. You all heard of Bloodshot? Raise your hand. See, still people don't know. So the movie's coming out March 13th, and people don't know the brand Bloodshot and Valiant. I was Bloodshot on a thing called Ninjak versus the Val Universe. It's like all the episodes together were like a movie. And I played Bloodshot, loved it, comic book character, and then they turned it into a movie. I was supposed to do something, but you know, movie industry, you can't take promises. But anyway, Vin Diesel's doing Bloodshot, and that's coming out March 13th. I think they should have promoted it a little bit more. I think they should have done a little TV show. I think they should have branded a little bit more comfortable, because you guys have to understand, the Power Ranger movie that we did, the P's, the 4 P's, get me all purpose, passion, patient, okay. Oh yeah. Oh, so the Power Ranger movie has such a strong, you guys agree, it has such a strong brand presence, but it didn't do good in the box office. That's why Saban sold it. It didn't do what it should have done in the box office. If it did, we would have been there again. You needed $500 million, if not $1 billion in the market. Wonder Woman killed it. Killed it in the box office. Everyone was like, oh my God, she's a girl. It's like, yeah, girls can't lead. Wonder Woman was awesome. The story was great. Aquaman, I was never into Aquaman at all. Killed it in the box office. So Power Rangers was supposed to kill it in the box office, but I'm not disappearing from who I am. I was there at Dino Thunder when nobody wanted to do Power Rangers. You don't understand. I couldn't even get an interview. I couldn't even get an interview. People were like, oh, that show's still going? Oh, you're still part of that? So, yeah, it was hard. I think I answered your question, did I? Yeah. Okay. Don't confuse me. Nerves. Oh, yeah. All right, buddy. Thank you for coming up, man. I appreciate you.
What's up, buddy? Jason. I think I'd like to say on behalf of the room that we consider you a living legend.
And I think that means I'm old, guys. When I tell Stan Lee, you're a legend, this is getting old, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think you're a living legend. I really
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
My question is, so I know it was years ago, and I don't know if you'll remember, but I think one of my favorite episodes is when all the Red Rangers got together.
Forever Red.
Yeah, Forever Red. And I wanted to know, in your experience, what was that like for you, being with all those other guys, and who you were to them?
Yeah, that was quite difficult going into that role, because you remember how someone asked about me and Austin switch places and being the leader? I didn't really switch. I don't have an issue with it. Maybe other people did at that point, so now I'm going into a room with all leaders. It's like going into the room with different leaders, different countries that are all leading. It's going to be a cluster. So I thought it was going to be like that. Like, oh, you got this guy, don't want to be told because this is the season and this is the episode. So I went in a room of leaders. Usually it becomes difficult. And it wasn't. It was nice, but it was, I remember reading the script, going, I'm telling everyone what to do. I'm like the legend, I'm the leader, and we stuck to script. That's when I learned saw font. So yeah, I saw font on Forever Red and all those guys, and it was cool. And the only thing that I do say I do feel bad is that Steve wasn't in the episode. He wasn't asked, so I do feel bad about that. Steve Cornelius wasn't in it. All the other Reds were, I think. Was there any Reds that were missing?
I think just the one name.
I think there was one Red Ranger that did not want to do it, and then he ended up doing it the last minute. I don't know who it was. I don't. That's why I don't know. It's like, nice to meet you. That's the way the leader should be in that position. How you doing? I should know all their business. So it was a perfect role for me. I was like, what's your name? Great. Wild Force, nice to meet you. It's not Power and Mighty Morphin, but it's fine. What's your name? Oh, it's nice to meet you. Lost Gallet, I was lost, but it's nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you. Lost Galaxy lost me. That was a joke. If you know Lost Galaxy, you're gonna be inboxing me going, "Hey man."
Hello. Nice to see you again. What was it like having Chris Kasama as a martial arts instructor? You know, the guy who played Scorpion from the '95 Mortal Kombat movie.
So Sensei Chris Casamassa, Casamassa, I had to learn how to spell it. He was my teacher, and he played Scorpion on the original Mortal Kombat movie. So the school I was from, we would win every tournaments. We were like good school, fight schools, kata schools. We couldn't have been touched at that time. And then my instructor became Scorpion, so he was always in and out of Hollywood. So that's why I really wanted to do Hollywood. It's because I saw him in Mortal Kombat, and so I got interested in that. So if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be sitting up here. And to answer your question too about the 4Ps, all that stuff, I wouldn't learn that if it wasn't for my instructor, because he taught me a lot. And I give respect to people that teach you. That's why you give respect to people that outrank you. They're there for a purpose. Even though you don't think, they're there for a purpose.
Thank you.
For a reason, I should say. All right, you're welcome. Thank you. Hey, Jason. What's up, buddy? Yeah, it's very same thing.
Hey, you're an insanely cool guy.
Thank you, man.
Big fan.
I appreciate you.
I've liked the Power Rangers for a very long time. Well, yeah, I guess a pretty long time, about 33. Question I have for you is if you
I'm glad you did that. You're smart.
yeah, there's like a hunchback in there. So you have unlimited funding. You have every actor at your disposal. You can make your dream project come true, and there are no limits except the limits of your imagination and we'll say physics. Limits of physics imposed by physics. Besides that, you can do whatever you want. What's your project gonna be? No pressure.
I did a project that spoken truth. I did a movie called In My Head. Very small, limited funds, although I financed it, just no actors. It was me playing all the parts, and I think that was important for me. Maybe not everyone will understand it, but as an actor, it was important for me to do that. I'd have to go back to, I don't want to repeat any Marvel universe. I would have to go back and probably pick out a Marvel character that was never created before. I don't know. It's a very tough thing. I could say serious stuff, but I would want to definitely feed the fans to what they want. So it would definitely be action. It would definitely be into this genre. I don't know. That's a tough question. I'd have to think about it. But I do know, like Legend of the White Dragon that I'm doing, I'm pretty happy about it. Even though it might be, not $100 million movie, but I really don't think you need $100 million when you're trying to tell a story. You know what I mean? When someone tells you a story and the content is moving, like I think my spoken truth, I don't care. I didn't care if anyone liked it. I did it for myself, and now it's winning like festivals, and I won Best Actor on it. I didn't do it for that, but it would be. Thank you, man. It would be interesting. I would have to think about that. I'd have to think about that.
Do you think you can beat Vin Diesel in a fight?
Yeah, for sure. I don't have to think about that.
Awesome. Thank you.
What if he was like pitting me on the ground and he was like, and I heard his voice the whole time, like, I'd be like, hold up, my God.
If it makes it to the ground, it sounds like that would be more problematic. Standing up, I think you're more limber and faster.
I'll just hug him on the ground and let him speak softly into my ear. Are you gonna fight me? Say that again. Okay. Hey, it's good to see you awake.
Long day.
I appreciate you. First, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What about your costume? Who made your costume?
I made like 95% of it.
That's good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
So is that confirmation you're going to be the next Fast and Furious film? Then?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I would be like, what did you say? Hold on, I'm gonna watch the movie premiere. Let me ask you a question now. Sure. And all you people out there, you kids. So there was a time, and I always understand this, that now everyone's dressing up, loving it, awesome cosplay, right? We're at this time in life where we're like, man, Power Rangers, freaking grew up watching it and did this. Why was there a time in your guys' life where Power Rangers was so cool, But then high school, everyone hit it.
Puberty.
Is that it? You didn't. Hardcore fans, but that's good. I'm glad, because you're the reason why we like. But I look back and sometimes there was so many people I met, they're like, oh my, I love your power, what grade you in? Like 10th. It was like, don't tell no one type of thing. And I understand that because I wore a Wolverine shirt. When I loved Marvels, man. I loved it until someone was making fun of my Wolverine shirt. And I remember, like, who's making fun of my Wolverine shirt? I remember someone teasing me. That was it. The rest changed history. To karate, no one made fun of my shirt again. But anyway, did you love it your whole entire life?
I kind of grew up with it, and my mom hated it.
Yeah, see?
Naturally, I was like, yes, I'm all about this.
I was just talking about that. When your mom says don't eat candy, you eat candy. You know what your mom should do? Is not say anything. Because like when my mom would say anything like don't eat candy, I did. Is there candy in here? If she never told me, I never would have thought there was candy in there. So I hear that all the time. My mom abandoned me. She thought it was so violent, and it was because your mom didn't understand the content of like the positive message that we did. And to anyone, I would go in interviews and they'd say, is, you know, Power Rangers violent? Is karate violent? And I'd say, yeah. And they'd be like, if you're not educated in what karate can do for you, it will become violent. If you're educated, no kid will kick another kid on the playground. But kids, all they did was kick kids in '93. Good job. Good job. Did you kick a kid in 1993?
I was born that year, so.
Oh, man.
I mean, that'd be pretty impressive if I could.
Okay. All right. That would be impressive, dude. A little baby, a karate baby. Don't get me started. My head is already wandering.
I think you got a prequel for the Karate Kid now.
Yeah, exactly. Karate Baby next. And then I'm gonna do a cameo like this. And only you guys will understand. Thank you, buddy.
I just wanted to say, like, thank you for the way you are. Like, I love that you come out here and, like, you don't expect money. You just come out here for the fans, enjoy the fans. That's I've been to a lot of these, and I've met quite a few people, and, like, that's not the normal, like.
Well, I mean, I get it. Some people, like, this job, it's so blessed to be a hobby. If it was a job, it's a whole different concept of looking at what I'm doing. But if I keep it as a hobby, then I feel like I can do what I want. I'm not controlled. It's a hobby. It's a big hobby, a big commitment. But at the same time, I'm not that guy. I can't. I'm not here to crush dreams. I don't. You know, I used to drink here and there. I don't. It's been 9 years. Last thing I want you guys to do is see me drunk in a bar. I don't drink. I try to stay spandex ready. I try to stay, you know, honestly, I try. If you can't fit in the spandex, then I don't know what to tell you. But for me, if I ever went back, it needs to be like, here's your original spandex. Can you fit in it? If I was like, no, I'm not doing it. If I try to squeeze into it and it becomes illegal, then don't hire me. But I try.
So I just wanted to ask, what was your relationship with Amy like offset? Because I can see from like the movie you guys have chemistry.
We would go in our room, we would kiss all the time. We would like, the TV, yeah, the TV show. Me and Amy it was a big old family. We worked with each other 12 to 16 hours a day. I don't think people realize how much we really worked a lot. So it was like a big family. So sometimes when it was over, everyone was like, peace, and left. But I enjoyed everybody. I mean, it was, you know, Amy, it was the first, at that time, your guys' love story, at your age. It was a soap opera. It was, you know, it was weird. I got hired, and the next thing you know, I kiss a girl and be like, hey guys, all right, morphin' time. All right, yeah, cut. And I was like, that's what I did. I mean, I pretty much made what Tommy was. Tommy was the G-rated version of JDF. So I still try to be PG-13, not rated R, sometimes. If you guys stay next to me in a hotel room, I'll go like this. I'm just kidding. Hey, does that look like Transformers? The little head up there, the little, one of the squares? Yeah. Or is it just me? I know I have bad ADD, but it looks like it's a sign for me to promote Titans Returns. I don't care. You can watch it. It's already been out. But anyway, thank you.
Thank you and aloha.
Aloha. Give him a big hand for making that suit. It's a lot better than what we had. Only if someone can make the Greek Green Ranger shield? Yep, Green Ranger, stand up. Yep, you, Black Ranger with the big thing on your head? Like we used to wear, you stand up, let me see your shield. Yeah, that was kind of like the American version, right? Did you guys say, okay, you can sit down. You know the difference between shields, the American shield and then the Japanese shield? You seen that as a kid? The shield's like really flimsy and then the Japanese shield is super awesome. But okay, we only have to wrap it up. We'll do another couple questions. Go ahead.
Hey, Mr. Frank, as a instructor, as a trainer, as a leader, what do you think is the most important trait for someone in that position in leadership?
You know, I think the biggest thing, I used to sum this up, because obviously I can drop some philosophy balls and it'll be all over and over and over again. I think to sum it up for anyone is just to have that I can attitude. I know it's super simple. My instructor will teach me, I can. He'd tell me, kick the roof. I can't do that. You what? Kick that roof. I was like, what am I supposed to say? I'll try, I'll do my best, envision it, so I can never say can't. So I feel that if you always say I can, honestly simple, and I will, it will change your outlook on life. Now, from now on, catch yourself how many times you say can't, I can't. I told some guy on Instagram, I can't dance. And I'm waiting for someone to say, what happened to your I can't attitude? For me, I can't means I don't want to. I don't want to dance. I can't, that means I won't. Doesn't mean anything, but to install and to always have the I can attitude, because that will come from discipline, that will change your life. I have to remind myself sometimes, so always say you can. I wouldn't be here if I never said I can in the Green Ranger. I promise you. Everybody made fun of me on that show. Nobody, they couldn't sell the show for 8 years. Nobody had belief because it goes back to uncertainty. Once uncertainty was there and I became Power Ranger, everybody wanted to be a Power Ranger. But the first, that's why I said grab that microphone, that was me in the Green Ranger. I grabbed it. I just believed in it. I said I can. It was green. Weirdest color at that time for me because we didn't have green stuff around. I thought it was green. I thought I was on the screen the whole time, but I'm glad I'm not. But it was green, and it was an interesting color. And I stepped forward, had uncertainty. Here we are. 26 later, you're all grown up. You still like Power Rangers. You're all immature, like me. Like me. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Frank.
Thank you, man. What's up, buddy?
Why do parents do footage in Hawaii?
Why don't we do footage in Hawaii?
He kind of wants to know just what is the reason behind the Power Rangers always fighting and doing their tricks against flips.
Oh, well, when there's bad guys, we try to morph into Power Ranger suits, and just imagine this, right? You got a big bad guy trying to smash you, and then you do 4 cartwheels, and the bad guy's like, what? You did a cartwheel? And then boom! You beat him up. But in a good way. Only the bad. It's like we were good police officers of Angel Grove, which makes no sense. I never used that scenario before. But we would do cartwheels and tricks to throw our opponent off. And it's because we were Power Rangers. We have to. It was one of those things. Yeah! The longest ki you get. Yeah! And then in reality. So just imagine if we were really getting. If we really had to morph in self-defense. Someone was really trying to beat you up. You're like, hold on, sir. Morphin' time. See? We did it for you. For you little kids. Just did it. Made toys for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. Thank you, man. Do a little video, and then I'm gonna be at the table most of the day. For you guys, I always say, people don't know what the last fan stand. I'm here for y'all. Anytime. Some people run in at the last minute. It's like I would not want to be there. I did do, I tell people be ready to take pictures on their phone. And when I met Will Ferrell in Sundance, because I went out there and promoted a movie I was in, I didn't have my phone. I was like, take a picture, and it's like, yeah, and I'm like, I missed it. So let's not miss this video. Who's old enough to remember selfie wasn't a selfie? Who's old enough to remember that we had no hashtags? You should see my dad. He's like, what, son? Hash? I'm like, hashtag dad. Hashtag dad. Drop the mic.
Morphin' time. Morphin' time!
What time is it?
Morphin' time!
Guys, tag me on Instagram. Relationship don't stop. I'll be at the table in a little bit. Thank you guys for just making me blessed every time I come out here, man. And just so much love. I started when first thing I did in Hawaii was that park. I brought my mom and dad, and I threw it together myself. I didn't have any promoters. I said, hey, it's social media. I'm gonna do something free at the park. And so many people came, and my mom was so like, oh my God, she was moved at that time. So, you know, you guys are awesome. Thank you for everything. And you'll always have a special place in my heart.